Welcome in, friends. Happy St. Patrick's Day. If you celebrate it, if not, that's okay. It's still St. Patrick's Day. Are you wearing green? Is that a thing? We are highlighting everything peppermint and why we use it and how we use it. So stay tuned. You're listening to the Essential Oils Scoop podcast. We're here to help you confidently using essential oils in your daily life. No fluff, just real talk and practical tips. Each episode brings you education, inspiration, and of course, our scoop of the day. Let's elevate your wellness one drop at a time. Sarah, happy St. Patrick's Day, my friend.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it's already St. Patrick's Day?
No, my answer is no. I
We
can't.
are almost done with the first quarter of this year, and I'm just like, what? And no, I'm not wearing green right this second. I'm wearing pink. Like, what the heck? My Irish grandparents would be like rolling or probably rolling over in their graves. Like, I'm not doing a very good representation right this second of St. Patrick's Day at all. So I need to get my butt in gear and like wear some green. Apparently, I need to go put on some green when we get done with this episode. And
That's
like,
okay. I can't pinch you, so that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, go. Like I have like these vivid images of my grandmother and when she would get like the Irish brogue, like so my great grandparents are directly from Ireland, and so my
Okay.
grandmother's parents are Irish, and it's the freckles and the
That's
red
where you get it.
highlights. And I have a red-headed daughter, I'm legit. Like I am legit. Like it hasn't gotten muddled too much in my other blood. But um let's talk about all the fun ways we can use peppermint. Because
Mhm.
okay, when we were discussing this episode, I was like, let's talk about peppermint because I feel like there's shamrock shakes right now. There's peppermint like Costco's even got like their mint chocolate ice cream happening at like if you go to Costco, I'm a Costco girl. So like there's all these places using peppermint and stuff. And so I was like, Vicky, let's talk about there's 217 ways to use peppermint. And I was like, I think we could highlight a few.
Yeah, just a few, just a smidgen. But I'm so glad you mentioned that because honestly, it wasn't on my radar until you said peppermint shamrock shake. And is that McDonald's or something or burgers? I don't know. It's Starbucks, who knows?
But
But
I
they're
feel like
everywhere.
other places, I think originally it was McDonald's, and I feel like now
Okay.
people like other restaurants have started to adopt this idea that like peppermint shamrock shakes, like they go together at this time of year.
Uh-huh.
So let's go with it and let's talk about
Y-
peppermint.
So, okay, first and foremost, we both have peppermint in our hands, like, by the way. Like, peppermint is a freaking amazing oil. I actually have a full-size bottle in my car. It lives in my car. Doesn't move out of my car. Freaking love it. I accidentally had it sideways, horizontal, and when I popped the cap, it kind of burst a little bit because it was warmer in my car. I was like, okay, note to self, but my car smells divine. I love using peppermint to wake myself up when I'm on long car rides.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is one of the fastest and simplest things that I can do for myself rather than getting 4 cups of coffee because Vicky after one has to pee. Like I can't imagine Vicky after four. So instead of peeing my pants, I love huffing peppermint. If you have a car diffuser, heck to the yes. Wild orange and peppermint together is a
Yes, I was
dynamic.
just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Wild orange and peppermint, like what are we doing with life if we don't have wild orange and peppermint to wake us up?
Yes, it is so good. So that is just one of the many reasons I love peppermint and I have it in my car. Okay, tag you're it. Let's go back and forth because this is going to be great.
This is fun. Okay, one of my favorite ways, besides diffusing wild orange and peppermint, one of my favorite ways of using this is in cooking. Like, I love mint flavored brownies. I mean, one of my most favorite candies in the entire world is Andes candies. Like, I love them. I love Thin Mints. When the Girl Scouts come around, I'm a sucker for Thin Mints. So, if you are a Girl Scout and you are listening to this and you need an extra box of Thin Mints to be purchased from you, please call me. I will order every time. I'm a
Okay.
sucker.
Yeah. Okay. I have evaded. I have looked away, gone to another entrance of a store this season because I have no self-control with Thin Mints or Samoas or whatever they're called now. They take my money every time. So
Mhm.
luckily, knock on wood, I haven't seen those Girl Scouts to sell me. But anyways, I found a dupe. I found a dupe recipe and I need to
Mhm.
find it and send it to you. And if I do, I'll put it in the show notes of the Thin Mints, but I could incorporate peppermint essential oil into this
I,
dupe.
I
So,
love using peppermint in my brownies. So
yes.
don't go heavy pour. You know how Sarah's a heavy pourer. Don't do this with your brownies because it'll taste like toothpaste instead of yummy minty brownies, okay? But
Mhm.
mint brownies are so absolutely divine. 2 drops will do ya. Like literally 2 drops.
Mhm.
Do not be like, oh, well, Sarah, 2 drops doesn't sound like enough. Girl, you're gonna have toothpaste tasting brownies. So don't do that, okay?
Mhm.
Just 2 drops. Promise. I
Yeah.
also have been really heavily using protein shakes lately.
Mhm.
And so I'm trying to get as much protein in as possible. Um, and I know I've mentioned that on other podcasts, but I will put in a drop or two of peppermint in my chocolate shakes because it just tastes good. And I have this
Mhm.
one I bought like like the small on the go ones like little I don't know. I don't remember what brand it is, but anyway, I have like the on the go protein bottles
Mhm.
and there's one particular one I got like a plant-based protein one. It's not yummy. I don't know what they use monk fruit to sweeten it with. And I just think that monk fruit tastes way too sweet for me. I'm not a big super sugary person because I've been cutting out a lot of sugar, but monk fruit tastes very, very sweet to me. And so
Mhm.
I just don't love the aftertaste. But I put a couple drops of peppermint. I could get through this case of these protein things I got because I had to get through them. I didn't want to
Yeah.
waste money.
Mhm.
The protein's still good. It's still nutritious. It's just I have an issue, right? So the peppermint in there has been a lifesaver for me. And I put in, again, 2 drops because I like a heavier pepperminty flavor. And it settles your stomach when you're like putting this in. If you have like upset stomach or like sometimes that monk fruit is too sweet and it makes my stomach feel funky, because I don't do sugars and I don't do super sweetie stuff. It just like makes me like my stomach curdle these days. That peppermint is a great ally for my digestive health. So
Heck yeah.
it's like twofer.
Absolutely.
It tastes
And
better and it makes me feel better.
yeah, it tastes better. If you're a tea drinker, same rule applies. Just add a binder like honey. You know, a little dab will do you with honey. A little dab will do you like 1 drop of peppermint. Lately, I've been using spearmint for my metabolic stuff because it's good for that. But peppermint tea, definitely great if you've overindulged. And hey, it's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm assuming you've overindulged if you did it right and it's delicious, but maybe you're feeling extra bloated. There's a little too much in that tummy at this moment. Peppermint is great for your digestive system. It freshens your breath. So if you're doing any kissy kissy, a little half a drop will help with the bacteria in your mouth. Yes, go brush your teeth. Like, let's be human, let's be good people and brush your teeth. But if you can't brush your teeth in the moment, a little dab will do you with peppermint. There's so many ways that you can use this.
Peppermint
But
beadlets. Like we could talk about
yeah,
peppermint beadlets for a second because peppermint
thank you.
beadlets, great way to freshen your breath. And I don't know who
Hmm.
did this. I don't know who did the study, but it will freshen your breath and kill bacteria in your mouth for up to 56 minutes. I don't know who sat there with a stopwatch and figured out 56 minutes, but I was corrected once when I was like, oh, it's about an hour. No, no, it's 56 minutes, Sarah. Okay, 56 minutes. So there you go. It's 56 minutes of killing the bacteria, freshening your breath for 56
That is
minutes.
so good. That is so good. If you have a Ninja creamer, please share it with me. I don't have one yet. Everyone's making, not every, when I say everyone, it's just the social media content that's coming to my feed. Protein is high. Like Sarah was saying, she does protein shakes. People are making protein ice creams. How delicious. Sarah's shaking her head. Again, follow us on YouTube, okay? Be cool. Putting a drop of peppermint into that protein creamery ice cream concoction, And then maybe putting like true chocolate nuggets in. Oh my gosh. Sarah, wouldn't that be delicious?
Oh yeah, it's so good with
Ugh.
the cocoa nibs because I like a
Yes.
darker chocolate, so like
Cocoa nibs.
I'm good with even like a cocoa nib ground up. But yeah, so good. You guys, there's so many ways of using peppermint just in your kitchen, and it's going to help with that digestive system, right? Like
Hmm.
so good. And it smells good. And we already talked about how it energizes. We already talked about how it helps your tummy. But like, did you know
Hmm.
it's also can help with pest control?
Oh yeah. I have a story.
Spiders.
You share this and then I'll share my story.
Spiders, ants. I like to put on cotton balls and put it in some of the areas to keep away spiders and different things. So I'm a big, I like peppermint for that. I also, peppermint on your tomatoes. Okay. We all know that I was on like started my whole gardening journey last year. I mean, if you followed us at all for any amount of time, you heard me talk about my garden and how much I love my garden and my tomatoes and aphids. Aphids are a big issue with tomatoes. And just a few drops in a spray bottle of water, okay, got rid of aphids. So if you are a
And
gardener
it
and you
didn't
want
kill your tomatoes. Like,
no,
put that in there.
and it didn't make my tomatoes taste pepperminty either. Because somebody said, "Oh, well, maybe you're gonna get pepperminty flavored tomatoes." No, it didn't happen. So, but it did kill those nasty little aphid thingies that like the and different funguses that likes to grow onto your tomato plants. And I even used it on my cucumbers because they were getting like some weird funky disease thing on their and it saved
Mm.
them. So peppermint, peppermint, peppermint. Go.
Well, so we had ants. We had an ant issue, and here in our new house, we've had some ant issues. But what I do is take the makeup remover wipes or cotton balls, same thing, put a carrier oil on it, avocado, fractionated coconut oil, whatever, you do you. And then I would do 4 or 5 drops. And that's a heavy pour. You can do one or two depending on the size. And I just shove it in that corner that those little critters like to come in. My old house, we had those little teeny tiny, you could barely see them ants. Oh, if you know, you know. So, oh, those suckers could get into the smallest hole and crevice. All it took was like a full week of constantly adding a couple drops of peppermint into those holes, and they never came back. And I didn't have to use harsh chemicals. And at that time, I had 2 dogs, including my husband and I in the house. I don't want to be inhaling those toxic chemicals. No. And it's really actually hard to clean off your counters, off your surface, especially in your kitchen where you cook and eat. No, thank you. So peppermint always, and it's worked every time.
Yeah,
It's worked every
peppermint's so
time.
good. I've actually used peppermint in my laundry. And I know
Yeah.
this is going to sound weird,
Why?
but well, because like most of the time I think of like lavenders and floweries and florals and
Okay.
citruses, you know. But I put peppermint in my laundry on my towels
Mm. I
because
don't think that's weird, but I guess I maybe just because I know
I
you
was
and
getting
I do
some
the
like
same thing.
odors from my towels. Now I that was before I started stripping my laundry. I do a laundry strip now twice a year. And so that was before I was doing the laundry stripping. And that was so helpful. So helpful to like get rid of some of those nasty odors. I don't even know how do you describe the odors you
It's
get on your
just
towels?
buildup. It's like if you were to take a locker room and wipe it down and then have the towel dry and then smell the towel. I don't know. Like that's the best
Yeah,
visual I
it's
can give
just,
you. It's
I'm
just
sure
gunk.
if you guys have ever had that, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's ever had a stinky towel in their house. Like I'm really sure that this is very normal. But
Friend,
we
I
never
am
talk about it.
literally doing laundry right now because some of our bed sheets that we are just stored away are smelling. I'm like, what the heck?
It's
Mm-hmm.
the oils from our hair. A lot of the
Yep.
oils from our hair starts to make things. And so again, I do that laundry stripping and I do that with my pillowcases too to get rid of some of those body
Mm.
oil odors that we have that tend to linger. So anyway, total tangent on that one, but use your peppermint for those things. I also like using peppermint when I'm having headaches, head tension,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my goodness, I love to just put it on my temples. I'm very careful, don't get it in my eyeballs or my nose, but on
Mm-hmm.
my temples, so good. Like I can just sit here and I'm like, oh yeah, that feels so good. Just doing that feels
Mm-hmm.
so good. Just to put a little bit of peppermint onto your temples, maybe on the back of your neck, especially like if you get screen fatigue. If you're like, I've been on like three different Zooms today. I've been doing this and I've been on the computer a lot, and you tend to get some eye tension and tend to get like that Zoom fatigue. This is
Mm-hmm.
great. Put a couple drops, just a drop of peppermint on the pads of your actually your middle fingers is what I like to use, and then just do some light circles into the temples. That is the only way to access on your temples is the only way to access those muscles right there. That's the only way to really touch those muscles. Everything else is super protected and you don't get to touch the muscle, but that's the only way to do that. So use that, put it on the occipital part of your back of your neck where your skull meets your base of your neck. Put it there. Like it's so
Mm-hmm.
good for these tech tension stuff, tech neck that we tend to get. So
Well, I would also
so
think
many different ways.
there are a ton of ways. And one last way that I want to highlight is for the elevation of body temperature.
Mm.
So, when you are under the weather and your body responds with an elevated temperature, that's what your body's wanting to do. That's actually a good thing. Unless you start getting up to the extreme high temps, go see a doctor. Like, please. But peppermint helps regulate your body temperature. So, on the flip side of that, if you are anywhere in your 40s, maybe you may have started to experience some flashes of hotness. Like how I
Uh-huh.
switch those words around?
I think hot flashes are fine to say because that's not a
A condition.
condition that we're
Okay.
diagnosing.
Hot
It's a
flashes.
yeah,
You're
hot.
welcome. Just you're welcome. One or two drops in your hand, apply to the back of your neck. Sometimes I've actually applied it to the top of my forehead. That just works for me. And my
Even
body
if
in a
you're
couple minutes
outside
is fine.
working, like outside
Yes.
working and you're feeling a little overly warm, you can put a
Mm-hmm.
drop on the back of your neck. I know I've done a lot of youth group type stuff outdoors, and there's a lot of times where I'm like, hey, let's just put a teeny drop on the back of your neck. And that helps to cool people down. And you could even put it in your water for it to be a little bit of a refresher. It'll wake you up, it'll freshen your breath. It's great if you're camping, like
Mm-hmm.
use some peppermint. Peppermint's also great in a latrine because you know what? You can huff your bottle of peppermint and go to a latrine or a porta potty or whatever, and it will mask some of those um, unbearably horrible smells at times.
Oh yeah. Dab your nose. Well, at least for me, I just dab my nose with the peppermint. Like I'm okay
Hmm.
putting it topically without anything on it. Or the roller of
Hmm.
peppermint. I will just roll on the tip of my nose and do what I need to do.
Hmm. Yeah, there's been times I was with a youth group camping 2 years ago, and it was cold. It was very cold. It was the beginning of spring. It was like March, and it was so cold. And the latrine, unfortunately, still was very stinky, even though camping season had been a while. So I went in there, and I no joke, I took off the cap of my peppermint, and I'm flicking it all over the bathroom. It's got spiders, it's got creepy crawlers. Like, why not protect us? And it's the air is dank and not so great. And so I'm just like sprinkling, and I get done doing my thing, wash my hands, come on out. And then another friend of mine, she goes in the bathroom right after me, and she was like, she comes out, she goes, Sarah, that is the freshest I've smelled this bathroom in the entire time we've been here. And I was like,
You're
you're
welcome.
welcome. Peppermint to the rescue, friend, because that's what you needed.
Yeah.
And it will just kind of mask some of
Mhm.
those
As
odors.
long as long as you're not in bear country, Do it. If you're in bear country, do not bring your oils or have them up in the tree. Do not sleep with them. I'm telling you, no, no, no. I love camping. Sarah was in an area where she could bring them and use them. But if you're in bear country, just make sure they're away from you and up the tree or
Mhm.
in a bear-proof locker.
Well, yeah,
Because,
anytime. Sarah
yeah,
doesn't go camping with bears.
no, no, she doesn't.
Sarah
Mm-mm.
doesn't really go camping very often, let's be honest. There's times I've pitched my tent in my backyard and had a bunch of teenagers here to sleep in my own backyard. And that was camping for me. I'm not a huge, don't let me talk about this camping experience and make you think that I'm an outdoorsy camping girl, because that is I will direct all camping questions to Vicky. She loves it. I'm a I like to be in nature, but I don't want to actually like sleep in nature. Not
Hmm.
at least not
Give
the
her the
woods.
cabin. Give her the luxury resort cabin in the woods, in the mountains. That'd be fine.
Glamping.
Yeah.
Glamping is my speed. That is definitely my speed. My husband's family does a camp out every summer, pretty much. There's been a couple of summers where I've been able to like persuade them to do someplace else, but not very often. And man, I'm just I like nature, but it's just
We should have another episode sometime in the summer just to share some of your stories and the tools that you use because they're on repeat in my head right now. We're going to save that for later, guys. You're going to want to tune into that episode because it's amazing. Okay, I'm going to give you my scoop of the day to wrap this up in a beautiful bow. If you have celebrated St. Patrick's Day and this is on your ears, maybe that afternoon before you go out, early evening, you have us in your ears before you go out. If you've overindulged, peppermint is really good for those that have possibly overindulged in alcoholic beverages. And I don't think I need to tell you why. We've already explained that it's really good for your digestive system. Now, this isn't going to cure you. This isn't going to like make it fine. I'm not condoning over drinking. But if you did, then make sure you have your peppermint because your digestive system is going to need a little extra TLC.
yeah, that's a good one. And please don't drink and drive. Like
Oh, heck no.
I'm just going to put that out
Uh-uh.
there. If you are going out and enjoying yourself, great. Also, be an adult and get yourself a way home that's safe for everyone, including you and others on the road. Like, please don't.
Rideshare exists for a reason, people. Don't be a
Hmm.
dummy.
Yeah, really. Seriously, it's not. It's not worth the potential danger that you could put yourself and others in. It's just not worth it. So
Mm-mm.
please get yourself an Uber, a Lyft, a friend, a whatever. Get yourself some help. Don't you dare drive drunk. Like, please
Mm-mm.
don't. So that's my PSA. But my scoop of the day is just to use peppermint and wild orange together to uplift yourself. Three and three, three wild orange, three peppermint. You can also put a drop of peppermint and a drop of wild orange in your hands. You can rub your hands together and then you cup your hands around your face like this, and you're going to take nice, deep cleansing breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells so good, but it's also like awakening and like
It's invigorating.
it really is. It just will wake you
Mm-hmm.
up. It'll give you a little kick. You don't need to take extra substances to keep yourself awake because this will do it for you. Um, of course, if you're very dangerous, please pull over, sleep in your car. I don't care, but don't drive super sleepy either. Okay? Let's be
Mm-mm.
safe. Let's be alert. Let's drive and arrive alive. Okay? So, hope you all have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode and are feeling inspired to dive in even deeper into the world of essential oils. Want exclusive offers, content, and recipes? Click on the newsletter link in the show notes today. Looking for even more wellness inspiration? Dive into our previous episodes and stay in the loop by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. Thanks for being a part of our essential oil family. And remember, hit the subscribe button to be notified every time we upload a brand new episode.